There was a point in my life where I was really interested in having my name on the street. KAWS was something that worked. You couldn't really pin it down to any other existing words. You kind of see someone's work and you build up this image of them. I mean, one of the main things that kids are enticed by graffiti is you get to build an identity totally outside of yourself. You could be like a kid from Connecticut. You could come to New York and smash it. You could have a presence that, you know, could project to people. And then they meet you and you're like the skinny blonde kid from Connecticut. The fundamentals of what I was doing then are the same. It's just my opportunities changed, my outlets changed. It's something I've always kind of been interested in. You know, even when I was younger in my schooling, I wasn't such a great student, but I've always kind of used art as a crutch or as a way to get over, whether it's like with other students or, you know, to get by with teachers, to at least let them know I'm not totally hopeless. I grew up in Jersey City, and I don't know, you know, I was never a sports person. It seemed like art was sort of my focus when other kids were thinking about what were they going to do after school. As a kid, the kind of art I was into was mostly through skating and the boards, like seeing the different skate graphics and comic books and graffiti in the neighborhood, and it kind of, you know, I skated with a bunch of older kids, I did graph with a bunch of older kids, and it sort of gave me a starting point to start investigating like different interests. I grew up in Jersey City. A lot of my time was spent watching cartoons, things like Smurf and Simpsons. You kind of grow up and you see these like cartoons that exist, and you just picture these massive companies, but then you forget that how they start with a single person. And a lot of my work is like just taking these existing things and bringing it back to one person. And the reason why I started painting over the advertisements, like, you know, in the mid-90s or early 90s, is because at that time it was kind of a shocking image to have like these cartoony, graphic, flat paintings on top of advertisements.
Was that one of the first bus stops you did here in Manhattan?
Yeah, actually this is the first bus stop in New York. I usually do them in San Francisco. And it's kind of trickier out here because they have padlocks and stuff at the bottoms of them. We're in San Fran, it's just a bolt.
On the light box, I'd have a piece of paper and do ink drawings over it. Then I'd scan that stuff in, bring it back, lay it in how I want it, and send it over to them to do like their Photoshop stuff. I mean, my creative process it's just random. It starts in different ways. I don't have like a structure to it. You know, things come up and I just start working on them. You know, they kind of get in my mind, whether it's in the afternoon when I'm actually in the studio or like 3 in the morning when I'm trying to sleep. I guess because I fund and I do my own work, I have a really open schedule, so it's not really like a critical time crunch thing. So when things come, I kind of apply them, and usually when I'm working on a different thing, you know, I'll start thinking, oh, this could be applied to like a product, or this could be applied to a shirt, or this could be applied to a painting, and sort of the thought process bounces back and forth. There was a point when I was younger when I was kind of conflicted with, you know, you do street stuff, but you want to do painting, but I also like to make product, and some of these things are taboo in these other circles, and, you know. And then I just said, fuck it, and I wanted to like really explore if I could get through life making what I want to do and exploring it. For me, I'll be successful, and then I can die, and I'm gone, so who cares? I think in this day and age, there's all these opportunities and tools you can use. It'd be silly not to.